welcome to your mat. My name is Nicole. This is an introduction to yoga. I always say introduction. I love teaching basics and introduction to yoga because it really allows us to be simple with it, to come with a beginner's mind without any expectations, and to really just stick with the foundation and those foundational points, really, the basics. So let's begin by, if you have a block or if you're seated, just move the flesh out of the way of the sit bones. Really feel yourself and your sit bones either hit the block or hit the ground. The block helps if the hips are tight. It allows the knees to settle to the ground versus feeling like you're holding them with your muscle. A pillow could do the same. Just gently close your eyes and allow yourself to notice the parts of your body that are touching the ground. Noticing the sides of your calves, the tops of your feet, the bottom side of your legs, your sit bones. Take a moment with your eyes closed and just visualize your hips as a bowl, okay? Your pelvic floor is a bowl. And can you place that bowl so that way it's neither tilting forward or back, but that it's right at center, really allowing the water, the mana, the energy in the bowl to settle, allowing for there to be a root, a connection, really from the pelvic floor, your perineum, so right at that center. You can visualize this energy cord, this rooting, these roots of yours. You can visualize them going deep and wide into the earth, through the moist dirt and the water and the hard rock, through many layers, connecting you to the other roots of living things. Really just taking a moment and acknowledging that we are all supported by Mother Earth, that we're all here and rooted. She supports our needs. Feeling confident in that, feeling grateful. Just draw your awareness up, noticing your sacral area. Each of these major energy centers, as you work your way up, have a color that's associated with them. There's a sacred rite that's associated with each. Can you just focus on from that root? So from those roots coming up, you're going to lift that pelvic floor. And as it comes into the sacral area, represented by the color orange, you just tune in to what you might feel, noticing space. This really is your space and your right to feel here. So just noticing what comes up. Drawing your Uddiyana Bandha in. So this energy lock at this sacral area, it zips in and up into your solar plexus. This is represented by the color yellow. Again, feel the space and the balance from each as you work your way up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale the air all the way out of your mouth. Again, in through your nose. out through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. The solar plexus is your unique gifts, what you bring, the right for you to be you, supported by those feelings and by the rooting, the grounding, the confidence that comes from the root. You draw this energy up into the heart center. So it's the center of all 7 energy centers, of these major 7. It's represented by the color green. Take a breath in and exhale the air out. This is your right to love and to be loved. The heart is the yogi's home. Drawing the awareness up into your throat, your third eye, and your crown. So these top 3 energy centers, just as we root and we draw the energy up to the heart, there's an opening at the crown. So just taking a moment to acknowledge the sun, the moon, the other planets, the spirit realm, the unknown. Really acknowledging that and allowing for the love and the light, creation of oneness to come down through your crown. Breathing in and breathing out. A connection to all that is above through this light. The crown is the knowing, right? The right to know. The deep knowing. And it connects to your third eye center, Ajna chakra. Your crown is represented by the color violet, and then you go to indigo at your third eye. This is your right to see. So really drawing the knowledge down into the intuition, into the mind, into the ability to see. And that's connected to your throat, represented by the color light blue. Your throat is your right to speak truth and to hear truth. Just as the energy draws up from the root to the heart, we open from the crown and allow the energy to come down to the heart. Drawing your awareness there to the front, the back, the sides of your heart, and just feeling balance in the space in your body. Perhaps sitting back a little, if you haven't already, elongating the back of the neck and drawing your shoulders down. I invite you to inhale your hands to meet at heart center. Exhale the air out. Every yoga practice, we have the opportunity to set an intention. I offer you the intention of functioning from the heart center of the ability to give and receive love. If there's any other intention you have for this practice, take a moment now and just identify it. Identify the space in your body that you feel it. Identify the word, the color that you associate with this intention. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale the air out through your nose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Connecting to your Ujjayi breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. I want you to feel this breath really come in and go through 3 chambers. So in through the nose and the back of the throat, filling up your chest and lungs, and then notice your lower diaphragm expand. And then as you exhale, the lower diaphragm goes in, the chest and lungs empty, and out through the nose comes the breath. Try to continue to breathe with Ujjayi breath for the entire practice. It will create heat in your body, so if you ever need to, of course, take a breath out through the mouth to cool the body. Gently opening your eyes, exhale your hands to your knees, and then finding all fours, tabletop position. Try to find a drishti right away. This is the Sanskrit word for focus point. So where on your mat is your eyes gonna go that helps you stay focused? Elongate the back of the neck, make sure your knees are underneath your hips, and then start to flow through your cat-cow, dropping the belly down, lifting up the chest and tailbone on your inhale. And then exhale, curling, tucking your chin into your chest. Maybe rocking back and forth or sideways, whatever your body needs. Inhale, rising up. Eyes go all the way to the ceiling, and then exhale, curling. Really taking the whole length of the breath in each direction. Coming back to a neutral spine. Let's stretch our shoulders out a bit. Take your right hand first and inhale it to the sky, stretching wide. And then exhale, thread the needle. Palm face up underneath that left hand. Shoulder goes to the mat, and then your ear goes down. Head goes down. Can you walk your left hand up towards the top of the mat? And then exhale, sit your hips back towards your heels. Don't overdo it. Listen to your body in every pose. Inhale. And exhale. You might notice right here the stomach very relaxed. Try to pull that in, engage your bhandas. Directing that breath all the way to the back of the shoulder as you inhale. And exhale, walking your left hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale will push you into the mat, rising your right hand up. And exhale, all fours. Inhale your left hand high to the sky, keep the stomach engaged, and then exhale, thread the needle. Palm face up underneath that right hand, placing the shoulder to the mat, and then the ear. Walking your right hand all the way up towards the top of the mat. Exhale as you sit your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, draw that breath all the way to the back of that left shoulder. Exhale here, out. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, right hand walks underneath your right shoulder. Inhale, pushes that hand into the mat, left hand goes high. And exhale, all fours, tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and push into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can start by pedaling out your down dog. The idea here is that you want to create the V-like shape, an upside down V. You want your feet to be hip width distance apart. Go to those tippy toes and bend the knees a lot. See how high you can get those hips. At the same time, you make sure your hands are shoulder width distance apart and opening up wide. The fingers, every part of the hand is pressing down. And then slowly start to straighten those legs, extending your heels down towards the mat. Keep your stomach pulled in and those hips high. Your gaze is in between the knees as you breathe in and breathe out. Broaden your shoulders. Make sure your arms have a slight bend to them. You're rotating those shoulders out towards the outer sides of your mat. Inhale, gaze towards your palms. And exhale as you slowly tiptoe your feet up to meet your wrist for ragdoll. So keep the feet hip width distance apart. Bend your knees a lot. Let the body drape over those thighs. Head drops down as you grab opposite shoulder or elbows rather. Inhale, maybe lengthen, and then exhale, fold into it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Can you drop your hands down to the mat? Keep the knees bent, heel toe your feet together to touch. With your feet as the foundation, they're really rooting you. Toes are together. Can you press through the four corners of your foot, lifting the arch, and then come up one vertebrae at a time. So those arches are lifting, you're drawing the energy through the center of the ankles, and then the knees, stacking your hips, engaging the lower belly, your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha. Gently rotate those shoulders up towards your ears and down and back. Let's do that 2 more times. Up towards the ears and down and back. And then let's just go the other direction. Notice, is there mobility in one direction versus the other? And to finish, we're just going to do one up and back and down, reaching the fingers towards the mat. You've got active arms, active fingers, active stomach. The shoulders are actively pulling away from the ears. Can you engage the back of the neck and lift it? Everything in this pose, in this mountain pose, is active. Find your drishti, take a breath in. Exhale the air out. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. So engage the belly, let the head drop all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands are going to come to the shins or the thighs. Extend the spine as you draw those elbows towards the hip creases. And then exhale, fold it down. Inhale, press into those feet and rise all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands meet at the top. And then you exhale, Tadasana. Hands come down to the sides. Again, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Press into those feet. One breath to get there. Hands meet. And then you exhale them to your sides. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit your hips back like you're going to find a chair to sit in. As you think you're going to find that chair, just make sure the knees are behind the toes. You can see them. Engage the belly and try to lift the chest here. Open the shoulders and then engage as you lift those arms up towards the sky. Arms can stay open or hands can come together, fingers pointing. The important part is to make sure that you don't have tension in the shoulders. Your drishti, again, can be at the ground, straight forward or up. But choose one and try to stick with it in every pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, option to look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back to the top of a push-up or high plank. You can decide right now if you want to lower to your knees, whatever modifications you want to make. Perhaps you skip the Chaturanga Dandasanas today. It's up to you. Listen to your body. But to do it correctly, you want to inhale first, and then as you exhale, you lower down halfway. Inhale, flipping the feet, pushing into your hands. Let's take a breath here in this up dog. Elbows can stay bent. All parts of your hand are pressing down. You're lifting the chest and pulling the chin out of the way. Can you look to the right? Come back to center. Look to the left. Come back to center. And then shift those hips back, finding a traditional child's pose. So knees come together, hands come to your sides, palm face up, and forehead goes to the mat. I want you to keep your breath deep and notice what happens in this pose. You've got your forehead to the mat, which is triggering your parasympathetic nervous system, your relaxation response. This is an important thing because sometimes we get challenged in the poses and we want to come back here and always make sure that we're staying in a space that allows us to be mindful of our breath, of our intention, of our drishti, and of our bhandas. You can stay in the child's pose for 5 more breaths if you'd like, or you can shift the hands forward and come into downward facing dog. Wherever you're at, it's all about the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Keep breathing deep. Inhale your right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Stack your right hip on top of the left, bend the knee, rotate through that hip joint. 3 circles in each direction. Inhale, three-legged dog. Point the toe down, the heel goes up. Press into those hands a lot. One more, breathe in. You're strong. Exhale, step it through, modified crescent lunge. Front foot comes underneath the front knee. Back knee goes down. Hands can stay on the mat. They can find blocks, or you can come up to your knee. If you're up on your knee and this feels good, hips feel stable, hands can come to heart center. If that still feels good, there's equal weight in both legs. You can reach those hands up over your head. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep the stomach engaged. Exhale, hands come down, opposite sides of the front foot. Shift your hips back, half splits. Super important, get that hamstring stretch. As you extend the right leg straight, can you make sure that the foot is directly in front of the hip, that you're pulling the toes towards your heart. If you need to walk it forward, you can. Hands can be on the ground as you inhale and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. You're still welcome to have those blocks in the hands too. Keep that right toe active and just settle into this for a moment. Remember those 3 chambers. So in through the nose, down the throat, fill up the chest, and then the lower diaphragm. Exhale it out from the diaphragm, the chest, and the nose. Inhale, shift forward into that front knee. Tuck your back toes and come on up for crescent lunge. So find the foundation. That means you're going to press that back heel towards the crease of the back wall to get stability. You want equal weight in both legs, and you want the hips to be square. Hands come from heart center all the way up as you're ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your focus point. Lunge into that front knee so that way the knee is over the ankle, and then press through the back heel. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come to heart center. Keep your focus forward. Inhale, open up, warrior 2. So spin the back heel down. Heel toe it away from you. 1, 2. Open those arms. You're actively reaching them away from one another. Fingers are active. Lengthen the back of the neck and then turn your chin and gaze forward. If you're not sure if you're aligned, the way you can check is that you've got those front toes forward, ankle and heel line up with the arch of the back foot. You're pressing through the outside edge of the back foot. Hips are open, shoulders are open. Chin and gaze forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the air out. Think about those 7 chakras and align them all right now. Inhale. And exhale. Windmill your hands down. Plant the palms. Step it back. Kick into a 3-legged dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You can go through the vinyasa anytime you want. You can skip the vinyasa anytime you want. You should modify as you feel is best for your body. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Stack the hip, bend the knee, rotate 3 times. Draw a circle with that knee, and then go the other direction. Press into both hands equally. Inhale, 3-legged dog, the toes go down, heel goes up. And then exhale, step it through. Place the back knee down for a modified crescent lunge. Take your time, make sure you have the alignment. Front ankle, front knee. Equal weight in both legs. Stomach is engaged. Breathe in, find your focus point. Remember your intention. Breathe out. Perhaps it's just holding this energy. When we move the hands up, it's an extension of the heart up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way down, opposite sides of that left foot. Shift your hips back for half splits. Make sure that the foot is in line with the ankle. Pull the toes towards your face. Suck the belly in as you inhale. And then as you exhale, fold. Drawing the heart towards the big toe towards the heart. If you walked it forward a little on the other side, push that foot forward here too. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to drop the head down. Try to extend through the back of the neck towards the big toe. One more. Inhale, shift into that front knee. Make sure that you have the alignment. And then as you're ready, tuck your back toes. Coming on up for a crescent lunge. So you first have to make sure that you have equal weight in both legs. You're reaching that back heel down. Hips are square with one another. Hands come from heart center all the way up. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. Any thoughts that arise are fine. The idea is that you're going to watch what they are without attaching to them. You're just going to watch without any judgment. You're going to observe them. And then you're going to go back to your intention, your focus point, your bhandas. Inhale, keep your eyes where they're at. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Keeping that focus point as you open the foot, heel toe it. You've got the front toes facing forward, the knee is over them. Front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot. Your hips are open. See that your body, your torso is not lunging forward or back. It's right over those hips. And then your arms are open to the sides. Chin and gaze goes forward as you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Windmill your hands all the way down, planting the palms, step it back into a 3-legged dog, optional chaturanga dandasana. Lowering down on the exhale, inhale rises you up, and exhale downward facing dog. Let's go through that one more time, but let's do it one breath per motion, okay? From your downward facing dog, inhale, right foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, step it through, crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale and exhale, windmill the hands down. Step it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, lowers you down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath to reset. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, step it through, crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Step it back. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can take a child's pose here if you'd like, or you can hold your down dog for 3 more breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. From your downward facing dog, or if you're in child's pose, you can just sit up, but step or jump through to have a seat. So from down dog, the way you would do that is you inhale, look forward, exhale, cross those legs, have a step through, and go straight into boat pose. So boat pose, you're gonna be on the sweet spot in your glutes. You can move the flesh if you need to. Hands can start by clasping them underneath those thighs, and then pull the thighs close to your chest. Get that chest nice and tall. Rotate your shoulders down and back and try to extend those legs up. Can you press the pads of the feet away from you and pull the toes towards you? And then can you take the right arm and maybe just grab the ankles? Let's start with the. Keep breathing here. Your gaze is at your big toes. And then you can let go of one hand or the other, or both, and breathe. It's okay to shake. You want to try to keep that chest high, so if you need to grab the legs and reset, you can. Just keep breathing. Good. When you're finished, exhale, cross your legs, plant your palms, step or jump it back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing in and breathing out. From your downward facing dog, can you inhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat? Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up, Tadasana. So I see that some friends have just joined. I love you guys. And maybe you thought the class was starting at 9, but we're doing 8 o'clock now. So if you want, I'll send you the recording in just a little bit, or you're welcome to pick up where we're at now. So from Samastitihi, so draw those hands up into the meeting at heart center and feel sama, equal. Samastitihi, you want to have equal standing pose. Equal weight forward and back, left and right, top and bottom. Your stomach should feel ready and to support you. As you lift up your left toes, can you notice the 4 corners of your feet really root down? Arch lifts. Bend your right knee, open the right knee to the side. Place the foot either at your ankle, at your calf, or all the way up into the upper thigh. Pressing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Keep the hips wide, knees open as much as you can to the side. Engage the belly. As you feel ready, the arms might open to the sides. You might draw them up above your head. It's your call. Wherever you're at, there's those 4 foundational things we want to focus on. So the breath, your pranayama, in through the nose, out through the nose. Your drishti, your focus point, where your eyes are settled, to keep you focused on the breath and your intention. And then the bhandas, those energy locks, starting with the root and then working into your flying lock. Breathe in and breathe out. It's okay if you stumble or fall or are moving back and forth. Just practice svadhyaya, self-observation without judgment. So notice what you feel, what thoughts arise, what sensations arise, without attaching to them. Just notice them like they're clouds that are passing by. You see them, and then you allow them to pass. When you're ready, your hands can come down, taking a break if you'd like, and then moving right into your pike. So taking that right leg and extend it in front of you, pull the toes back towards you, zip up the belly, hands can be at the hips if it's better for you, or heart, and then just try to keep it high. Breathe in, breathe out. Ask the stomach to work. One more, inhale, and exhale, placing that foot back to the mat. Breathe in, and breathe out. Watch the sensations fade away with each breath you take. Lift up your right toes. Feel the 4 corners rooting. Try to place the toes down one by one, bending the left knee, opening it to the side, and then finding the same place that you did on the other side. Pressing the leg into the foot and the foot into the leg. Try to keep those 4 corners rooted. The arch lifts up, and then that's part of what meets this foot here. And then engage your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha. As you feel the energy come to your heart, or you feel stable at the heart, you can open the arms to the sides, drawing the back of your neck long, lifting through the 3rd eye and the crown. Your hands come up to meet as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Stay focused. I kind of imagine like I'm rooted, like we talked about in the beginning, and my arms and my hands are connected to the sky, to the moon and the sun. And that allows for the energy to come and be met at my heart center, which is that intention, right? Let me be loved and let me love. So let me receive from both and let me give for both. Let me open up these pathways. Whatever you visualize is good for you too. Just wanted to share. As you're ready, draw your hands back down to heart center and then draw the knee in. Take a break if you need to, and then as you're ready, pike that foot out. So hands can stay on the hips or they can come to heart. And just try to extend through the heel, like that's the line of energy. You're pulling the toes back towards your face. For 3, 2, and 1. Placing the foot back to the mat. Watch as the sensations fade. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. So we're going to draw the hands to the sides. If you need a wall in front of you, you can certainly go there. We're going to go back to the left foot, and your hand that would go to the wall would be your left hand in front of you. But you can certainly try it without it. You've got strong core. You've just done a tree pose, Vrikshasana, and now you're going to move into dancer's pose. So left foot's the foundation, just like it was for tree. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to grab the inside of your your right hand grabs the inside of your right foot. The thumb is on the pad of the foot and the fingers wrap around. As you're ready, keep that right shoulder behind you. Keep the right elbow bent. Left hand can go to the ceiling or it can go to the wall in front of you. Keep the chest open. As you start to kick the foot into the hand, you're going to keep that chest open. You're going to keep lifting through the chest, through the hand, through the head, through the foot, and breathe. Keeping that right hip drop down. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe it out. Release. Hands come to heart center. Letting out and exhale if you need to. A sigh, a breath through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Switching sides, your hands come to your sides. Right foot's the foundation. Bending the left knee. Grab the inside of the left foot. Put the thumb on the pad of the foot. Fingers wrap around. Draw your knees back together. Your Mula Bandha is engaged, and it's like you're imagining that the hips are going to stay square, so the knees are going to stay together, even though you're going to draw this right hand high, and then you're going to kick the foot away from you. You want to imagine keeping that left knee at center line. So keep that left hip dropped. Find your focus point and just lift everything up as you breathe in and breathe out. You got it. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathe in and exhale. Release. Hands come to your sides. Tadasana. Good job. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale the air out. One more there. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands come to your sides. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, rise up, Crescent Lunge. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, open up, Warrior Two. So spin that back heel down. Walk Make sure that you've got the front heel and toes forward. They're in line with the arch of the back foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, side angle. Right elbow comes to the knee, left hand comes high to the sky. You can use that right hand as a platform there and open, or you can float it on the inside of the leg. As you take a breath in, exhale, drop the left hand down towards the front of the room. Breathe. Inhale, rise up and reverse your warrior. So keep that front knee bent. Lift up out of that front hip. Right hand's reaching towards the sky. Breathe. Feel the stretch in this whole right side, front body. As you exhale, open up warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Prepare for triangles. So make sure if you need to shorten the stance, you do. As you inhale, reach forward with the right hand, and then exhale, tick-tock your arms down. Left hand is open to the sky. It's one straight line from right hand to left hand. Open that left hip up as you breathe. Good, inhale, come on up. Reverse your triangle, so back hand slides down the back leg, press into that front toe, and lift up and out of this right hip. Dropping that left shoulder down as you breathe. Good. Opening the arms wide. We're going to revolve our triangle. So left hand goes all the way towards the front of the room or that right foot. Right hand goes back towards the back of the room. Stomach is engaged as you reach forward with the left hand. And then exhale, tick-tock it down. The hand's going to go onto your foot or your calf. And then right hand goes high to the sky. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Bend that front knee. Step your left foot up halfway at least for pyramid. So now both legs are straight. Your back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Your hips are facing forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, suck in the belly. And exhale, fold over that front right leg. If you need blocks in your hands here, that's fine. The blocks are just an extension of the ground. If you don't quite get to the ground, then use the block. Inhale, left foot steps up to meet the right, forward fold. It's an active forward fold, so use your hands behind the heels or the calves and really feel the fold, the pull down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, crescent lunge. Take your time. Make sure equal weight and rise on up. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. So spin that back heel down. Arms go wide. Feel the hips open. Notice the alignment of everything. Take a breath in. And exhale, side angle. Left elbow comes to the knee. Right hand comes high. Really lunge a lot. If it feels good to float that arm, you can. Otherwise, just take a breath in. And then exhale, pressing through the outside edge of the right foot. You're going to drop your right hand over your head for extended side angle. Keep breathing. Feel the stretch. Remember your intention. Good. Inhale. Rising up, reverse your warrior. Lunge into that front knee a lot. It might burn, that's okay. Drop your right shoulder down as you lift up and out of that left hip. Good, breath in, and then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, and exhale for triangle. So shorten the stance if you need to, engage the belly, hinge forward. Left hand goes forward as much as it can, and then you tick-tock it down. Right hand's high to the sky, pressing through the outside edge of that right foot. Just breathe. Good work. Inhale, rise on up. Reverse your triangle. Press through the front toes. You lift up and out of that left hip. Right shoulder drops down. It's like someone's lifting your hand up through the left hand. Good. Exhale, arms open wide. Revolve your triangle. So rotate so that way your right hand is forward, left hand is back. If you need to shorten the stance, you can. Hinge forward, reach that right hand as much as you can forward, and then drop it down to the left foot. Left hand goes high to the sky. So you're twisting and you're balancing and you're using your muscles all at once, so just breathe. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Left hand comes down to meet the right. Bend your front knee a lot and step that back foot up halfway for pyramid pose. Square those hips off, back foot's at 90-degree angle. Grab the blocks in the hands if you need them. Inhale, lengthen the spine, suck in the belly, and exhale, fold over that front left. Let the top of your head drop down even as you breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, right foot comes up to meet the left. Bend the knees a lot. Use your peace fingers to grab around the big toe, thumb loops. Inhale, straighten those legs and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Use the strength of your arms, bending the elbows outward to pull yourself down. Good. Release your toes. Lengthen the spine on an inhale. Can you heel toe your feet apart from one another so that way you can drop the hips down into yogi squat? If yogi squat's not in your practice, go into a high horse. We're here for about 5 breaths. Trying to keep the feet flat, the spine long, pressing in the arms into those knees, hands into the heart, and breathe. Good. Inhale. And exhale, hands come behind you. Have a seat. Extend your legs straight in front of you for Tadasana. Move the flesh out of the way of the sit bones. This is your seated Tadasana, Dandasana. Your toes are active, so much so that the heels may be lifting. Legs are active, thighs are active, stomach, hands are at your sides. Little to no pressure, but everything here is active, just like in Tadasana. You're lifting through the head. You're rooting through all of the parts of your body that are touching the ground. Inhale and exhale. So moving into fish pose. Can you slide your hands underneath your glutes right here? So palms face down, fingers are just underneath your glutes next to each other. You're going to lower down and let the elbows come to the mat. Start right here. This should feel really good. Can you press through the pads of the feet? Lift the toes back towards you. And then engage the belly, zip it up. Feel those elbows really come underneath you. Open the chest, rotate those shoulders together. Open up the chin, lifts from the chest, and then gently allow the head to drop back. It never really touches the ground. Breathe. When you're ready to come out of it, you start by the eyes lifting to the sky and then forward, chin tucks in. And then you push yourself up. There's no rush. Stay in it for as long as feels good. Once you come up into your Tadasana, find that same pose. And then we're going to turn the left ear to the left shoulder, holding there for 3 breaths. Come back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Good, coming back to center, chin goes to chest. And coming back to center, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Bend your knees when you get there, and just let the knees drop from left to right. Place your right, so come to the feet, hip width distance apart, close to your glutes. And then cross your right ankle over the left knee. Hands are gonna interlace underneath that left thigh for a reclining pigeon. So you're gonna pull the left thigh towards you, and as you do that, use your right elbow to push the right knee away. Should feel real good. Just pull it in as much as you need to. Keep that right foot active. So pull the right toes towards the right knee the whole time. If it feels good to straighten that left leg up, you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Can you take your next exhale and try to get rid of every little bit of breath? So as you exhale the air out, just do so until there is nothing left. Gently releasing left foot to the ground, unclasp the right, and once again, just dropping them back and forth. Switching sides as you're ready, you're going to cross your left ankle on the right knee, lifting up that leg, interlace your hands around the right thigh rather. Use your left elbow to push that knee away from you. Don't forget to actively pull the left toes towards the left knee. It'll make everything different in that hip. If you extended this leg up, you can do so. So just make sure that it's below the kneecap. So you're crossing that ankle below your knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Exhale, let everything come out. Release foot. And drop both legs in. Give yourself a big squeeze. Place your hands on your knees and rotate them all the way to the left, and then far away from you as your arms will extend, and then to the right, and then do that 3 times. And then the other direction. And pulling your legs in, squeeze them, and then place the feet flat on the mat next to your glutes. Hands come to your sides for either a easy bridge or supported bridge. So easy bridge, supported bridge, or you can go into a full bridge. We'll take some time here to do both. So even if you're going to go into the full bridge, take the easy bridge first. So begin by hands pressing into the mat. Start with your pelvic floor zipping up, your bhandas lifting, your hips go high to the sky. Show me those shoulders underneath you, maybe interlacing the hands, getting those hips high, 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 high. Lift the chin away from the chest, get the hips a little higher, and breathe. If you have the block and you want to go for a supported bridge, that's where you would stick that block right underneath your lower sacrum there. Oh, and then you can just relax into it. If you want to go into full bridge, you can take your body back down. You want to make sure that your hands are placed directly underneath your shoulders, fingers facing the inner part of your body. Elbows go up. You want little to no pressure ever on your head. So as you're ready to go up, you just push directly into those hands and lift up. And then imagine pushing through the chest forward towards the front of the room. As you're ready, you allow yourself to come back down. Removing the block if you're in your supported bridge, and then pulling the legs in and giving yourself a big squeeze. Place the feet all the way down to the mat, and then pads of the feet will come together, knees will open wide for a reclining bound angle pose. So Supta Baddha Konasana. If that's too intense for your groin muscles today, then use support underneath your knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Oh, I'm going over today. This class is going to be longer than an hour, but that's okay. Exhale. I hope it serves you. Pull your knees together. Give yourself a big squeeze. Keeping the right leg in, extend the left leg down towards the mat for supine twists. Dropping the right knee across the body only to the point where you can keep that right shoulder and elbow on the mat. Lengthen the back of the head and then gently turn your chin towards the right. In through the nose, out through your nose. Inhale, come back to center, squeezing both legs in. Extend your right leg down, left leg stays close, and then exhale it across the body. Keeping the left shoulder and elbow on the mat. Long neck as you gently draw the chin towards the left. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, knees come back together. One last pose of your choice. I think I'm gonna go with happy baby. You choose any pose that you feel like you need. If not, Ananda Balasana is always a good ender. Channeling that joy as you pull your feet down towards your knees down towards the ground on the sides of you. You can extend one leg straight, rocking to that side, and then the other way. As you're ready, pull your legs in. I offer you the opportunity to seal your practice in, so just pull those legs in. Take your right hand and grab your left foot. Left hand grabs the right foot or leg. Pull your forehead into your knees. Engage everything and remember that intention. And then as you release, you come into Shavasana, final resting pose. Move the things out of the way that you need to in order to take up space. You want to open the body, open the legs, open the hands if it's comfortable. Palm face up. Let everything go. There is no longer a need to hold on to your breath or your intention. All you have to do is lay and know that the energy, the prana that surrounds you, that is within you, that you focused on, is ever present. Just be in that. You've created the space for yourself. So with deep gratitude, enjoy Shavasana. Very gently invite a breath in. Just noticing. And very gently allow your breath to flow out. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana, or you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. This is also an ideal space to move into a meditation. So if you feel so inclined to sit up and to find a comfortable seat, you've prepped your body for that at this point. You can turn the video off and start a meditation, or we can wrap it up here. So as you're ready, bending your knees, rolling onto your right side, pushing yourself up, coming into that comfortable seat if you haven't already. And gently inhale your hands to meet at the heart center. I'm so deeply grateful for yoga, for the home of yoga, this heart center. I'm so deeply grateful for my capacity to give and to receive love, and I wish you the greatest capacity possible. We'll end today's practice with the sound of Om, sound of union, of oneness. Gently inhale through your nose to prepare. The light, the love, the teacher and the student within me honors and respects the light, the love, the teacher and the student within each one of you and every living thing. Namaste. Hope this serves you.